Alright, so now we have moved on to the safety briefing. This is an extremely important part of the process. Really, you're explaining to the customers how to work all their gear. The better briefing you give, the less headache you have later when they're on the course. Okay, so be very thorough. Your briefing should take around 10 or so minutes. Really no shorter and really no longer. Okay, so 10 minutes is really the mark for a briefing. When I start a briefing, as you should too, always double check every single person's harness. And then you're going to verbally ask them, did I double check everyone's harness? You need a verbal yes. If you didn't, just go back, double check it real quick, and then you'll be on your way. In addition to checking the harness, also make sure that they have gloves. And if they're a girl or Santino, make sure that your hair is pulled back and they have a hair tie, okay? Also, it should already be checked in the yurt and in harnessing, but might as well check for closed-toed shoes too. All right, so after that, I kind of give my customers a brief rundown of the park. So first I start with the bathrooms. I say if you need to use a bathroom, kind of too late, but if you have to go in your climb, they're right up there on top of the hill, just make sure that you take your harness off before going to the bathroom. You can put it back on yourself, but the staff needs to check it for you before you go back out to the course, okay? I also tell them where the main platform is, which is right over to our left. I explain our courses, how many we have, what's really kind of on each course, basically all the rules and things like that of the courses. Also make sure that you include that yellow and blue, or excuse me, yellow and green need to be before blue, and then blue before black, okay? So then I start my briefing. Always make sure that you introduce yourself. So I say, hi guys, my name is Jake from the aerial park, not to be mistaken for Jake from State Farm because I'm in my khakis. All right, come on over and we'll talk about the briefing. Traditionally, people will explain the clips and trolley up on top of the hill. So normally people are going to have this equipment around their head and on their gear loop. If they don't, just go ahead and explain it to them and make sure that all this gear is out of their way so they're not fiddling with it during your briefing. That way you know that they're paying attention. Okay, so from here on out, I'm going to give my actual briefing. I'm going to try to highlight in the video, in words, all the notes and keys that you want to hit in your briefing. But for right now, I'm just going to basically give mine from start to finish, and I'll add text in later on. All right, so every single green tweezle is the start of every course. So when you see green, just think green means go. So what you're gonna do, guys, is find the unlock clip that we talked about, open it up, and put it right next to that green tweezle. On the bottom of this green tweezle, there's a hole. And on your clips here in the inside, there's a silver cylinder. Okay, they're about the same size. What you're gonna do is line those two up, just like so, and push all the way up and into that tweezle. When you do that, what's going to happen is this clip right here is going to lock up, and at the very same time it's going to switch, and this clip right here is now going to unlock. So these clips and tweezles, they all work together. When you lock one clip, your other one becomes unlocked, and vice versa, okay? At every single tweezle throughout the whole entire course, you guys want to do basically the same exact thing. You're always going to find your unlocked clip, open it up, put it onto the cable, and push that tweezle up and in, just like so. Again, locking the clip that you tweezled and unlocking this one down here. One more time up here on the platform, you're going to find your unlocked one, move that one forward, tweezle it, which will lock you onto the tree and unlock you from the ladder coming up. All right, so the whole point of these clips and tweezles is so you're always locked onto the course at all times with at least one clip, sometimes both. We can never have both unlocked, which is the beauty of these clips that we use, okay? What I'm on right now is called a tree wrap. It's basically a cable wrapped around the tree. That's on every single tree around the park. And this tree wrap is kind of the middleman between your previous element and your next element. Okay, so it kind of keeps you attached while you work your way around the platform. When you're on a platform, keep in mind that there's only 3 people allowed on a platform at a time. And on the elements, there's only 1 person allowed at a time. All right, so always be watching out in front of you. Make sure that there's not 3 on the platform or 1 on the element before you start. Same idea to start your first element here. You're going to find your unlocked one, move it forward, and lock it in, which in turn will unlock you now from the tree wrap, and you're moving on to your element, okay? If you guys ever happen to slip when you're going across the element, it's really not a big deal at all. It's actually a lot of fun. I recommend everyone try it. It's going to look a little bit something like this right here. Just kind of hang out in your harness, and like I said, it's no big deal. It's a lot of fun, okay? If you can, try to pick yourself back up by pulling up on the cable. You can use anything around you to get yourself back up. And if you can't do that, it's okay. Go ahead and yell orange, nice and loud. and our staff that's walking around the park in the orange shirts will come over and help you out, okay? Awesome. So, when you're done with your first element, you're going right back around the tree, lock yourself back into the tree wrap, and you're moving forward. You guys may have noticed that I skipped this yellow tweezel right here. I call this tweezel the banana tweezel. Banana means back. So say you don't like the course that you chose, you have to use the bathroom, whatever the case may be, you can use this yellow tweezel to work your way back to the start of the course and choose a different one or get off, okay? But since I love this course, I'm gonna keep moving forward. Next time I've come across a blue tweezel. Blue tweezel is everyone's favorite. It means you're at a zip line, okay? So when you see that blue tweezel, first things first, get your trolley off of your harness. To me, this trolley looks a little bit like an elephant. There's two eyes right here, and its nose is right there, its trunk. Okay, the elephant's gonna open its trunk and eat the cable, just like so. Make sure that your elephant rolls in the cable nice and smooth. If not, go ahead and readjust your trolley until it does, okay? So your trolley should be the first thing on and the last thing off. After your trolley, add your clips just like back there. Same idea with your tweezel. The only thing with these clips now is that you want one clip on each side of your elephant to make your elephant ears just like so. So now you have Dumbo, okay? Once Dumbo is all hooked up and ready to go, you're gonna sit down into your harness with your hands. Always put both hands on top of your trolley just like so. When they're on top, you can pick your feet up and you'll zip line all the way across, nice and smooth to the other platform, okay? If you happen to bounce off the platform, you don't quite make it all the way, no big deal at all. Just try to grab the cable above you, turn yourself around backwards and pull yourself hand over hand right on back to that platform. If you're going a little too fast for your liking on the zip lines and you want to slow down just a little bit, go ahead and take an open palm. That's why you have to wear these gloves here, and let it just slide on the cable just like this while keeping your other hand on top of your trolley. And that'll slow you down just enough as you come into this landing platform here, okay? Again, if you don't quite make it and you need help on the zip line, call for orange, nice and loud, and we'll come over there and we'll help you out. We'll talk you through it. All right, so like I said, your zip line trolley should be first on, last off. So what we're gonna do now is take our clips and put them back around the tree wrap. And then your trolley will come off last and go right back onto your gear loop until you need it for next time. Are there any questions about the zip line? Cool. One more thing here that we should talk about is this this device here used to climb up and down on ladders or rock walls, anything like that. What you're gonna do is pull this down towards you nice and slow, and just like your zip line trolley, this black clip here is gonna be the first thing on and the last thing off. Okay, so attach this black clip right here to your heart-shaped carabiner. Can everyone find that for me? Good job. After that, go ahead and clip your clips onto this silver gear loop here. Tweezel on in, and that will allow you to climb up or down whichever way you need to go on this device, okay? When you're done, again, clip right back into the tree, take your black carabiner off, let it go up nice and slow, and then you're on your way, all right? Any questions about that? Finally, I've made it to the very end of the course, and I know that because I see this tweezel on a rope. I call this one the freezel because it actually frees you from the course. So what you're gonna do is, again, find your unlocked one and tweezel to your freezel, just like so. It's going to essentially lock this clip right here onto nothing. In turn, it's gonna unlock your other one over here. So now you're off the course, you're off the system, you can put your clips back around your head and go try a different course. All right, are there any last questions? All right, so now if you guys don't have any more questions for me, you can work your way over to the practice lines right next door here. These aren't mandatory, but I highly recommend them. If you've been here before, you don't have to go through them. You can make your way up to the main platform right now and start on your actual courses, okay? So at this point, you'd follow your group as long as there's no one else up at harnessing to the practice lines. If there's people at harnessing, you kind of have to go help them before you prioritize at the practice lines, okay? A few final notes about how you should present and talk during your briefing. First of all, talk as loud as you can, very clearly, really vocalize. People are at this point in the process kind of overwhelmed and getting really antsy, so you really want to cool their nerves and just be clear and concise with them. Also, a sense of humor, act human, don't be a robot up there. Try to add some jokes and flair to your briefing. No briefing should really be alike, in my opinion. Everyone's got different things that work for them, and I highly encourage you to do that. Also, make sure that you're always asking if people have any questions, okay? Like I said, people at this point are really apprehensive, they're getting nervous, and nothing will calm their nerves more than you answering their questions and really knowing what you're talking about, okay? So if there's any more questions, like I said, let me know. I will put some text on the screen here that will be all the points that you need to hit during your briefing. But yeah, that's the safety briefing.